home stars, we are in the garden again today because, as I told you, we are working on a cottage garden retreat. And so what I'm going to do in this video is build a bench. I'm going to build a bench from reclaim found materials, right? Leftover repurposed materials. And I have 4 legs here that I have cut. And by the way, I'm building the bench for this garden bed here that I am installing. And so it's going to be in the front here somewhere. But I have cut some legs here and I want to go ahead and at first I was deciding against, remember it's rustic. Nothing's going to be square here, but it's going to look good in my garden. Yeah, so I was deciding against painting, but I decided I was going to go ahead and stain. I'm going to show you why. And so I am just going to go ahead and put my legs here. They're roughly the same height. And I'm just going to put this on top here. Where is my drill? Okay, we have the drill. So now I have set those up like that. I am gonna go ahead and I am gonna put 4 screws in, 1 in each. Don't you go anywhere. Ay, ay, ay. 2. 3. 4. So now, this is what we're going to do. We are going to flip it over. Let's move this from here. And we are just going to flip this baby over like this. And then we are going to go ahead and start staining the pieces, right? So I think what I'm going to do is just time lapse and stain. Stick with me now, we're going somewhere. Just like that, we are done painting the 4 legs of our rustic bench. Now drop it in the comments. Let me hear what you think of using this method in order to be able to paint these legs without having to try to hold them. Yeah, it's done. So I'm gonna go ahead now and proceed. I'm gonna go ahead and proceed, right? So I'm gonna proceed with the main part of our rustic seat, right? I'm just gonna go ahead and leave this to dry. This is where my mic gave out on me. So basically, I was giving you the history about my reclaim log, so to speak, here. And the history is behind it is that I've had it for a while. We got it at a barn auction, and I had it in my grapevine lounge. It was sitting on gravel, and I've been tending to use it for a few years now to make a bench. And so, because I'm putting in the new garden bed, I figure I'll go ahead and use it to make the bench to go in that garden bed. And so I picked it up, took it over, and I didn't just gently put it down. I kind of dropped it, and when I dropped it, a piece came off it, and I realized that ants were busy eating out the inside. And so basically, I sprayed the ants, and the area that broke actually was the area that I was planning to use as the seat, right? However, I had to change, and therefore, what I did was stain the face that's towards us here. Well, by the time I'm talking, maybe that's not the face, but anyways, the other side is where I decided to, okay, go ahead and use for the seat. And I could have said, okay, I'm not gonna put that piece back on, but no, I wanted it to be a whole log like we got it from the barn. So I put it back on, and then I had to use pieces of rough-sawn hemlock just to clad it so it would hold it together. And so yeah, that's the story behind my log, how it broke because the ants were eating it, but I was determined to make a seat out of it. And yeah, stick with me because we are going to see the seat to the end. No, because the piece was broken off, although I cladded the sides, I still had to put a piece on the underside in order to hold it together. So that is exactly what I am doing now. I was recording away. My mic died and I didn't realize. I changed it for another one. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do some voiceover to tell you what I was saying while I was doing. But now I have two pieces of 2x2 and I am going to put them onto the bottom here. And I will paint it out after I'm done everything. Okay, so let's screw this baby in. Okay, I'm gonna have to adjust this part. There we go. That's better. And one more in the middle. Let's pre-drill a couple holes so that I don't break this wood. Okay, so we're gonna put this in. There we go. It's in, my friends. It's in. It's in, and it didn't break it. But I couldn't bore the second hole, so let's see. I'll take my time. Come on. It worked. Didn't break it. Didn't go as far as the other one because there's no countersink, but it's good. There we go. That's a good catch. And then this. Okay, so guys, remember, before you go leaving your comment, I'm not taking care to do anything other than rustic right here. Okay? Rustic. It's a rustic piece. Rustic piece of wood. Rustic. Rustic rough-sawn hemlock. Rustic bench. Rustic me. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, cool. So now let's go ahead and flip this amphibian. Let's go ahead and flip this amphibian. Okay, it is a bit heavy. I have my two pieces, so let's flip my amphibian and put them on. Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's get the paint and the brush over. I keep saying paint, it's a stain. It's an opaque stain. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna put this right across under here. Right under here. And right now, I am going to go ahead and gently screw it in. because I don't want to have to make any pilot hole. Okay, there we go. Okay, no, this is a short thing. What you doing in this bucket? Okay, here we go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to brace this here, and I'm going to go ahead and screw it in. Another project for my Comfy Acre retreat is in the book. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me, for watching the video. Drop it in the comments and let me know what you think about what I'm calling here my garden amphibian. Yeah, it's a rustic bench that I feel very pleased with. Have you ever used any reclaimed, repurposed, found materials to make a bench, a chair, a table? Share it with us in community. I would love to see it. Let's take a seat. Ooh, it feels firm. It feels good. And I can already picture my bride and groom sitting hand in hand here with some lovely flowers around them, taking some photos and making memories. That is what I want the space to be. So guys, please keep joining me doing all these DIY in outside in the garden, because you might just get an idea for your DIY in your outdoor space. Oh, that's a mosquito. Until then, keep DIYing, because that is surely a way to make our spaces personal, practical, cost effective, and to reflect who we are, right? Where we've come from, the places we've been, and how we want to live in our spaces, whether inside or outside our home. You are good now, and I'll catch you in the next one.